Okay, so when we look at lesson 2, sources of light, I'm not really going to focus too much on the different types of light and the production of light, because I think it's very, very important that you understand the general ideas of this, but the majority of this is just definitions. And if you need help elaborating on the difference between any of the different types, please feel free to post that question in the student questions document. But light can be produced in one of two different ways. We have incandescent, which is the production of light with heat. That's very important, production of light with heat, or luminescence, the production of light without heat. Okay? There are several different types. I'm not going to get into it in this video because, like I said, this is just kind of like definitions and understanding some of the differences between the two of them. If you do have a specific question, I'm more than happy to answer them, but I don't really think it's a main focus for these videos because I really just want to focus on what I think is the most important thing. I know we had a couple of questions with regards to LED, those light emitting diodes. They're very efficient because it uses what's called a diode to not heat anything, but it produces a light based off of a chemical reaction that it has with gases, and its ability to pull electrons and add electrons into those gases, which allow for that light to be given off. But I do want to talk about these lasers question, because a lot of people had questions about lasers and light and why is it okay, or why can we shine light through a prism, but when we shine a laser through a prism nothing happens, whereas when we shine the light through it we get all these different colors. The most important thing you have to understand with regards to this is that lasers are a special example of light, and it only has exactly one wavelength of light produced. It's going to be the same wavelength for all of the different components of that laser that it shoots. That those light components, all of them are going to be the exact same wavelength. This results in a light that is one distinct color. So when we shine a regular white light through a prism, the white light separates into many different colors. That Roy G. Biv, many different colors, because white light is made up of all the different wavelengths of color. Right? If you recall from what I talked about earlier with regards to that spectrum, there's so many different colors within that white light. When they're shot through a prism, it breaks them all up at different wavelengths. They refract and they move differently, so you create that rainbow effect. Whereas with lasers, because I said it's only one wavelength, that one color, there's no other colors hidden in there. So when it hits that prism, there's no different colors to refract and reflect differently to make different colors. So that's basically it with regards to lesson 1 and 2, the major highlights. I hope you're all following along. I'm going to send an email out tomorrow to the parents of the people who I've yet to speak with or answer any of the questions or touch base with me. So please keep an eye out for that. Really, I can't stress how important it is that you come to try to come to those office hours as often as possible and ask those questions on that document. It really helps me to determine what I need to talk about in these videos. As of now, I think it's just some finer details with regards to the questions, but as we get into the more complex stuff, I think it'll really help you learn it if you participate in some way, shape, or form. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're staying safe and staying indoors as much as possible. I'll see you later.